Hi, I'm Calvin Galmon,
And I'm Kiara Powell.
and today we'll be discussing the current and future analysis of the Gillette company.
We're going to get things started with Gillette's history. What is Gillette, you say? Gillette is a brand of men and women's safety razors and other personal care products, including things like shaving supplies, shaving cream, and they also have the same line available for the women. King Kemp Gillette, the man who started it all, was an American businessman who invented the best-selling version of safety razors still to this day, disrupting the competition at a huge level. Though there were several models that were in existence before Gillette, Gillette was the only one who was the thin metal, and it was inexpensive and disposable. Gillette's mission statement. Gillette is committed to building shareholder value through sustained profitable growth. Gillette's company's version is to build total brand value by innovating to deliver consumer value and customer leadership faster, better, and more completely than the competition. Gillette today, it has grown to be a power brand in the shaving industry. Gillette's traditional competitive strategy for razors is to focus on technology, marketing on increasingly sophisticated blades. In other words, Gillette strengthens their position by introducing new products or services that make existing ones obsolete. How they do this, you say? By utilizing a tactic. Gillette is remaining a top competitor. Let's continue with Gillette's competitors. These three right here, Dollar Shave Club, Harry's, and Razzworth. These three companies right here are Gillette's top competitors in the industry today. They all have something in common, and that is their online subscription service. Yet, what they don't know is Gillette has introduced its own subscription service to increase its market share.
Gillette, the super leader in the razor industry, is primarily in its prime and has been for many years. The Gillette product line of razors and personal care products became part of the Procter & Gamble when P&G bought the company in 2005. Razors are one of the most profitable businesses for the Procter & Gamble company. Razors are used more than 750 million men in more than 200 countries. The CEO of Gillette started a re-engineering program. Gillette has a matrix departmentalization structure. Gillette has over 29,000 employees globally, and it has specific task identity to measure what specific jobs to which staff everyone has to do. People have to perform and not only make efforts with Gillette. The CEO, Jeff Blitz, was seen as an unforgiving president. Its global business units focus on consumer, strategic, marketing, and product development. It has commercial operations, sales and services, HR, marketing, and financial reporting, and collaborations with P&G. They work closely together as one global team to improve the way that we do business every day. We communicate openly and establish clear accountability for making decisions, identifying issues and solutions, and maximizing business opportunities. The integrity and mutual respect and ethical behavior are the basis for the relationships with colleagues, customers, and the community. Fair practice is the hallmark of the company. P&G, the parent company of brand, sells its products in more than 1,800 countries. Through its fully owned business units or joint ventures, with such a large presence in the brand portfolio, the brand Gillette is able to minimize its operational costs and optimize its distribution costs through the use of existing networks of P&G operations. And they expect the same commitment to be upheld by their business partners and strongly encourage the business partners to share these same expectations with their suppliers. Gillette also has ethical responsibilities. Gillette's sustainability guidelines for external business partners explain the global standards to be followed in daily business activities. External business partners are expected to follow the law at all times, not to use child labor, must verify legal employment eligibility for employees to work, not to use corporate punishment and our physical coercion, must comply with all applicable wage and working time laws, must comply with all applicable health and safety laws, and must comply with all applicable environmental laws. Let's talk about the diversity. Gillette is very intentional when it comes to diversity and inclusion because they are more collaborative and innovative when they have a mindset that wants to be influenced by people whose experiences, backgrounds, ethnicity, and genders are different from their own. Diversity and inclusion can lead to peak performances from the employees. When everyone feels valued and everyone is included, people perform at their peak. Gillette's parent company, Procter & Gamble, has created its own form of awareness training when African ancestry employees and policies officers participate in both moderate and one-on-one sessions to develop new understanding and respect for the experiences of each group, which can ultimately bring bridges between the two communities. Gillette promotes surface level, deep level diversity and social integration in order to attract, hire, and keep diverse people on their team, and so they can better understand the world, and their consumers. Gillette Supplier Diversity Program has been awarded contracts to women and minority-owned businesses, including military vets, people with disabilities, and the LGBT owners. When the supply network reflects the diversity of their consumers, employees, and stakeholders, the community thrives. Gillette has a high ethnical intensity when it comes to including women in the workplace, women's representation. It has increased globally from 25.7 to 28.3% in the past 5 years to above VP level, from 42% to 43% among all managers. For the future of Gillette, there doesn't need to be more innovation, but Gillette needs to create a market for the young shavers that amount to education. People about shaving will affect demand. Simply put it, if people do not know how to shave, then they will not do it. The demand for blades is at an all-time high. The most basic factor is how many times a week someone shaves per week. If a person does not shave often, then they will not buy blades often because their blades will not dull out as quickly. The quality of a blade will also play a role. If the quality of a blade is not good, it will dull out quickly. This can generate demand for higher-end blades, which is where Gillette can capitalize on generating demand for their. There are many factors that determine the demand for blades. The most basic factor, how many times a week someone shaves per week. If a person does not shave often, then they will not need to buy blades as often because the blades will not dull out as quickly. The quality of a blade will also play a role. If the quality of a blade is not good, it will dull out quickly. This can generate demand for higher-end blades, which is where Gillette can capitalize on generating demand for their blades. Another factor is what appears in the media. When people and consumers watch movies and television commercials and see a well-looking actor, they will follow suit and emulate the actor's appearance. Western grooming habits are becoming more noticed in Middle Eastern countries and Asian society. The clean-cut look is becoming a desirable look. The only way to obtain this look is by shaving. This will obviously generate demand for blades. Then there will still be a process about learning hair removal of women. Gillette should start marketing more aggressively towards its female demographic, the same way that it do towards its males. The race of a person also plays a huge role in the demand for blades. It's a fact that people of the Asian race do not grow facial hair as quickly as people of Middle Eastern descent. If you do not have to shave often, then you will not need to buy blades as often. Regions where populations of men grows hair quicker or where demand for blades will be higher, a country's economy plays a large role for the demand for blades. When businesses can operate at full capacity, there are more people employed. People need to look clean on the job and maintain a professional image. Shaving is a huge part of the image of one cannot be taken seriously with a messy beard, especially in dealing with people from other countries. There's also need for strategic change. Gillette and its network of merchants should start to increase some competitive inertia. Gillette should offer the trade-in of old razors that can be refurbished, then turned around and resold in the market for double profit. Unlike Gillette's core firms and the Chic and the secondary firms and the Harry's and the Dollar Shave, Gillette keeps on innovating and attacking its own products. It revolutionized the wet shaving market through continuous evolution in their product line since its inception. Their new inventions drove up their sales. It often took away from their old sales in previous products and did not increase their market share. I do feel that innovation in the wet shaving market has come to a slow. The 5-blade Fusion did nothing significantly different from their own Mac 3 and Schick's Quattro. It also plays something when introducing each new product. Sales of the initial razor were higher than refill cartridges. People are eager to buy Gillette products worldwide through mass merchandisers. Grocery stores, membership club stores, drug stores, department stores, salons, e-commerce, and high-frequency stores that serve consumers in developing markets. Meanwhile, the consumer products company continues to strengthen its footprint in other sales channels, such as pharmacies, perfumeries, and try to influence new products. The vision of Gillette Company is to build total brand value by innovating and deliver consumer value and customer leadership faster, better, and more completely than our competition. This vision is supported by the two fundamental principles that provide the foundation of all our activities: organizational excellence and core values. Attaining our vision requires superior and continually improving performance in every area and at every level of the organization. Our performance will be guided by a clear and concise strategic statement for each business unit and by ongoing quest for excellence within all operational and staff functions. This quest for excellence requires hiring, developing, and retaining a diverse workforce of the higher caliber. To support this quest, each function employs metrics to define and implement processes to achieve world-class status.
In conclusion, Gillette is only going up from here. We showed you the ins and outs of this wonderful company, the competitors, market growth, the theories, and multiple different concepts. And this is the conclusion of our presentation.
Thank you.